Hello! We just finished our first week of music lessons. Very exciting to meet all of you and to share some music with you. Music is so wonderful. We can use it in so many different ways in life, so I'm pumped that we get to have this journey together. So this little video is just to help support you with your practice at home if you want it. If you don't need it, that's okay. Or if you don't want to use it, that's okay. Just for those who want it. Or if you miss a lesson and you want to know what happened that week, then you can check this out too. So for those of you that did miss the first week, I'll do a little recap of what we did so you can kind of know what to expect for next week, even though if you're just beginning, you don't have your books yet, that's okay. There's still things we can do. So this week we talked about posture, about how we sit at the piano. So if you are a parent and you're listening to this, or if your parent is around and you are a student and you want to tell them a little bit about the posture, about how we sit, that would be awesome. We want to be the right height with our elbows about level with the keys. We don't want to be too close that our bellies are touching. We don't want to be too far back. We kind of want to be right in the middle so we can comfortably reach all of the keys without feeling crowded. We want to sit up tall, not be slouched like we're so tired. Just nice, gentle, soft, straight back. That's our body at the piano. And now our hands and our fingers are very important. When we play piano, we play on the tips of our fingers with curved, rounded fingers, not straight. Always rounded, always on the tips. The thumb is the exception. If I switch hands here, I'm on the tips of these four fingers, but I'm kind of more on the side of my thumb, which is fine. So I will continually remind you about that because that's a hard thing to remember. And it's just also kind of a hard coordination thing and a strength thing for our fingers to get used to. It's just a little bit of different movement. So we have to develop our muscles and our coordination to do it this way. So lots of reminders are super, super helpful with that. All right, and then we also learned our finger numbers so that we know which finger to use on which key. So thumbs are 1, pointers are 2, middle are 3, rings are 4, pinky is 5. And all of this is in your lesson book. If you are unsure and want to review or look at the pictures, it's all in the first few pages of the lesson book. So we did this cool little practice exercise to practice our hand posture like this, as though we have like a bubble in between our hands. And we're holding it gently, but like also kind of strong, but not forced. It's always a balance in there. We don't want to squish it. We don't want to pop it because we love bubbles. We don't want to let it go. We want to just kind of gently cradle it between our hands. So the tips of my fingers are all touching. And then we can practice saying the finger number and lifting up that finger to just develop that coordination for one and also the memory of which finger is which. So if I say finger number 1, we lift up our thumbs. And you can do it a few times because the more you do it, the stronger you get. Say finger number 2, it's our pointer. Can lift it up and put it down. 3, middle. 4, ring. And 5, pinky. Now notice that the fingers that are not lifting, if I say 5 and I lift my pinky, I'm really trying hard to not lift the other fingers. And that might be really hard at first, which is okay, especially that ring finger. That one's really tough. That finger just doesn't have as much independence as the others. So it takes extra effort, and maybe the pinky lifts with it a little bit, and that's okay. It'll get there. The more you do it, the stronger it'll get. So you can do that as much as you want. A little bit every day would be awesome. You'd come back with like already stronger fingers next week, which would be cool. Okay, and then on the piano, we observed that there are black keys and white keys. You all probably observed that before, but if you look a little bit further, the black keys are grouped into groups of 2 and groups of 3, and they alternate on the whole piano. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. If you're playing on a full-size piano with all 88 keys, or even an electric piano with all 88 keys, you will notice at the very bottom there's one black key all by itself. That's the little exception at the bottom. He's a special little guy. If you're not playing on a full-size piano, you might not see that, which is okay. You don't have to be on a full-size piano for where we're at right now. Whatever you have is great. Just wanted to say that because people are like, but there's one. It's like, yes, there is. There's one little exception down at the bottom. Otherwise, groups of 2 and groups of 3. So we worked on, in our lesson book, we did page 7 through 11. And those are working on using your fingers, mostly 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4, and then playing different black keys. And the page kind of tells you which ones to play. One of them is on a group of 2, and it's like 2, 3, 3. Sorry, our pitch was off. 2, 3, 3. Something like that. There'll be a little image on there which tells you if you're on a group of 2 or a group of 3. There'll be numbers under the notes, and the notes look like this. Circle, all colored in with a stem, a little line that we call a stem. This is a quarter note, and it gets 1 count. We learned that today. It can look like this. It can also look like this. Circle all colored in with the stem going down. Circle colored in with the stem going up. That's the same thing. They're both quarter notes. They both get 1 count. Okay? So that's a review of what we did. Go ahead and look at those pages in your lesson book, page 7 through 11. Practice them as much as you want. You might even practice them enough that you memorize them, which is cool. If not, that's okay. Using the music right now is fine. And then there are some theory pages assigned too. The theory pages are the ones that you write in. It might say draw a quarter note. So you would draw a quarter note like that. It might say how many counts is a quarter note. Write it underneath. So you would write 1 because it gets 1 count. Or there are some rests in there too. It might say draw a rest. And those quarter rests are really awkward to draw. This is what mine looks like. Do the best you can on those. They also get 1 count. So I will put 1 underneath of that. Okay, that is it for the week. Good luck. Have fun. Be relaxed. Play. If you want to do some other things outside of the book, please do. Play around on the piano. Make up your own songs. Use all your fingers. That's great. Just do this stuff. Do this lesson stuff too, because it is very helpful to get to the point where we want to get to be playing some really awesome music. We do need to take these steps to get there. So do these steps, but then also play around and have fun. And if you have any questions, you can shoot me a text. You could shoot me a little message or a little video if you practicing. If you want to share something, that's always cool. All right, thanks. Happy practicing. See you next week.